Hello.
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 Let's go!
Hey, kids.
Hey, Dad.
War crimes will be prosecuted.
Let's head out of Liberty City. Burn it to the ground.
Does the word mean anything to you?
Yeah, I chose this profession, so therefore I earned beer.
You want to go to the matinee?
The feeling is definitely there.
You don't know my name!
It's a new morning in America.
This is the old dude, Howard J. Reynolds.
Step into my office.
Not going to be too many punks.
Don't you stop worrying about the punk?
You! That's my name!
Yeah, let's go to the punk rock show.
Introducing for your listening pleasure.
Here we are. It's a High Fives podcast, episode 59. Moke,
Nathan.
how are you?
I'm surviving, and you?
Also surviving, making it work, doing the things
Doing the things.
remotely again. It's weird.
Yeah. It's very weird. I don't like it.
Was it getting normal for you?
Yeah, a little bit. I don't know. Whatever. I would rather hang out with you here. But
Yeah. There's no
Okay.
snacks here. Are there snacks at your house? Do you still lay out the snacks even though I'm not there?
no.
You don't?
No.
So you're losing in this too.
The snacks are solely for you, Nathan.
even though you eat them too.
Yeah.
I appreciate that. I don't want to eat alone.
But you're a guest in my house.
Right.
Yes.
Right. What about a beverage? Do you have a
I do have some
Diet
beverage.
Dr. Pepper
No,
going tonight?
I've really cut down on the pop. That's the only
Really?
good thing about this COVID thing is I cut down on pop and fast food.
That could be on a shirt, Mike.
I cut down on pop. Everything can be on a shirt. Let's
Right?
podcast.
Lists. Episode 59. It is the top 5 songs you misheard the lyrics on.
Yeah, what'd you think about this topic?
Well, you know, I didn't want to tell you I thought it was a little bit difficult because you were kind of whining a little bit. And like when I say whining, I mean that in like a really endearing way, like almost kind of cute, you know, that you didn't like this topic. And it was because you found it hard. And like I've told you many times, Mike, like, you know, sometimes it's the hardest things that are worth doing.
But I'm lazy.
I know, Mike, but like now's the time. Like this is the time. We're not doing
time of our
anything
lives.
else. Yeah. It was a hard topic because there are loads of songs that I don't actually really know the lyrics to. So it was like, how do I boil this down? You know,
Well, see,
into-
that's where my concern was. I'm not going to sit here and say I know all the lyrics to songs. I guarantee that I probably know no lyrics to songs, and I'm always singing it wrong.
right.
But punk rock sort of lends itself like that. Like, does anybody know what Tim Armstrong's saying? I don't know what Tim Armstrong's saying. He's mumbling.
I know what he's saying.
No, he's just mumbling, and you're just guessing.
Okay,
But
so
here's my thing. To narrow that down, then I was like, well, when it would almost have to be like the song would almost have to come on, me sing it in my head, and then have someone point out that I was doing
you
it
gotta
wrong.
know. Yeah, you gotta
Yeah.
have somebody being like, dude,
So-
those aren't the words.
So that's what I found was tough. Until I talked to you, you were like, go back and just pick some random songs and see if you sing them wrong.
Yeah, and that's where you landed.
That got me started, and then I started thinking about stuff. I was laughing because like right before we started this, I was thinking of the Spider-Man song from like the 60s cartoon.
Okay.
And a few years ago, I was singing it, and someone pointed out, and they're like, you sing it wrong. I'm like, what? I always thought it was catches fleas, just like flies.
Oh,
But it's
fleas.
thieves.
It
But
is
it's
thieves.
thieves.
Yeah,
It's
that
thieves.
makes more makes
It makes
more
way
sense.
more sense. Well, that's the other thing I discovered. When you start doing this, you're like, well, the lyric I was singing made no sense.
Yeah. Yeah. I circled to the internet. You know, I look to the internet for guidance every once in a while. Do you want to see, or do you want to hear some of the gems that I found?
Yes, I would love to hear some of the gems.
So these are impossible. No one actually thinks these. Like, you know, there's things like fleas and thieves. Sure. I buy that in a second because you're talking about a spider.
Yeah.
But like, these are ridiculous.
So
like, this is dumb. These are like dad joke dumb.
before we get to your thing,
Yeah.
I feel like there's some good pop music ones that I left out, like that I know just from like hearing other people. So I'm curious if any of those are in this.
Oh, these are all pop ones. These are not punk rock ones. Because I think there's probably a lot of like, pop or rock songs that I have wrong, but not like to this extent. Like this is just stupid.
Okay, let's hear.
We built this city on sausage rolls.
No way someone thought that.
Exactly. These ants are my friends. They're blowing in the wind.
No way anyone thought that either.
I've got 2 chickens to paralyze.
No, but I would love to hear someone sing that out loud. These just sound like weird.
2 chickens to paralyze.
I feel like these are just Weird Al jokes. Reject Weird Al lyrics.
See if you can get this one. I got my first real sex dream.
Yeah, I could see how someone might screw that one up.
Or I'm a Skittle, I'm a beetle instead of a mosquito, my libido.
Yeah, I don't even know. What song is that?
Smells Like Teen Spirit.
Oh.
I'm a Skittle, I'm a beetle.
Okay, in this person's defense, Kurt Cobain is much
this
like
isn't one person. This is like a group of dads that left Canadian Tire early for the day and went to Jerry's house, and they all sat around and said, "Hey, let's do this really cool thing on the internet tonight, guys." That's what happened, Mike.
And then they read QAnon websites and complained about wearing masks.
Oh yeah, all day long.
No, but Kurt Cobain would have the same sort of thing where like he mumbles so much you'd be like, I don't know what he said.
Yeah, but it's not going to be I'm a Skittle, I'm a beetle. Like that's for sure.
Yeah, I'll give that guy the benefit of the doubt.
I think you're setting us up to show us some real gems.
And the sex dreams one, I'll give that one just because it's a kind of a teen, like a throwback to being a kid. So someone might think that it's stupid, but someone might. So one that I know that a person I know said is she's got electric boobs instead of electric boots from like Benny and the Jets or whatever.
Yeah, right.
So every time I hear that now, I think of she's got electric boobs.
Sometimes the misheards are better than the actuals.
Yeah.
Right.
Now I'm really into electric boobs.
I bet there's a lot out there for you.
Yeah.
We missed what we're listening to. I hope you didn't compile like a 2-month list. I hope you just kept it current. What did you do?
I did a 4-song list, but I just also wanted to mention that today I had listened to the Lawrence Arms new one and I really liked it.
That's not part of your list? Is that what you're saying?
Well, it was a late edition. I made my list yesterday.
So that's
the album
5.
came out today.
So 5.
And the Illuminati Hotties mixtape.
So
was really
6.
Good. Yeah.
You're gonna have
but
6.
I'm not gonna go really into it. So that's all I was gonna say.
I did listen to the Lawrence Arms. They're not like I like the Lawrence Arms. I know there's a lot of people on the chat that love the Lawrence Arms. We can't all love the same thing. It's just not the way the world works. I like it. It's a very Lawrence Arms album. I was surprised that I like the Chris songs more than the Brendan songs because I think normally I'm the other way around. Are you like that with like Alkaline Trio? I'm a Dan guy more than a Matt guy. Same with Hot Water. Like Chuck sings most of the songs, but I'm more of a Chuck Reagan.
I'm definitely a Chuck guy on Hot Water. And Alkaline, I think I like the Dan songs more, but I do like the Skiba ones a lot too. Lawrence Arms, it's like it's 50-50. Like.
And that's how they give them to you. They give them to you 50-50.
You could go either way.
So you like it? You're a fan?
Mm-hmm. So what else have I been listening to? Broadway Calls.
Yes.
Sadness City. I'm really liking that album. I know that one is not getting love in the chat either, but screw you guys. I like it. The Bad Cop.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. I know that one came out a while ago now, but
so you aren't making it current. You're dipping back. Well, it's okay. It's okay. I just wish you'd be honest with me. That's all.
I have some reasoning behind it.
Okay. Go ahead.
Again, I'm trying to fix my iTunes again, so I'm just sort of.
Oh God.
Yeah, dude.
And there's the rest of the episode, everyone.
Yeah.
Go ahead, Mike.
Blow my
Get on
brains
that. Get on that soapbox.
out. I'm not going to do it. But
Okay, go ahead.
so that sort of skewed some of my listening, album wise. So these are albums that I've continuously listened to. And then I read this book about sort of 80s teen movies and specifically around the Brat Pack and stuff like that. So I got on a little bit of an 80s new wave kick for a bit there too. So that kind of skewed some of my listening too. But back to my albums. So the Bad Cop, Bad Cop.
Quick
really
question.
Yes.
Question. What's your favorite John Hughes movie?
I'm going to say Breakfast Club.
Yeah.
But it'd be close with Ferris. I loved Ferris as a kid.
Wow.
But
And do you still love it?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
What else am I listening to? Sorry. Oh yeah, back to the Bad Cop, Bad Cop. You like that one too, right?
I do. Yeah. I think it's
I think
great.
it's a lot better than the last album, like better than Warriors. I don't know why, but I like it a lot more.
A lot better.
Yeah.
Wow. Bold.
Bold.
Very bold.
And then the Starter Jackets Raging Nathan's split. 4 songs.
I don't know
Perfect.
if I've heard it. Maybe I have. I don't know.
And last one is the Phoebe Bridgers Punisher album.
Yeah, right.
That one might end up being the best of the year. It's
Best
phenomenal.
of the year.
And it's not a punk rock album, but
It's not.
I love it. It's she's amazing. What have you been listening to?
Well, I'm glad you asked.
Mm-hmm.
Let me tell you. I'm going to go through this real quick because you've taken up a lot of time with this. I've been listening to Swayze.
Oh, yes.
The Saint Angry EP. I don't know if that's like a shout out to Metallica or what, but
Well,
that was the first thing I thought of.
The drums are recorded better than the Metallica Saint Anger album, so
Oh, that's Saint Anger, right? That's how they could get around the lawsuit. They're a Saskatchewan band, so a little CanCon early for you in the show. I felt like they had kind of like a Flatliners vibe. I don't know. Did you listen to it? Did you get that same sense?
you know what? They reminded me of someone when I listened to it on your recommendation. I really liked it. I can't remember who they reminded me of, but it might have been Flatliners then.
Yeah,
like the vocals,
I bet it is.
I think in my head I thought it was Swellers, but I bet you it was more Flatliners.
I bet it is.
I trust you.
Yeah, you should. The name really drew me to them, though. Like, I mean, you name your band Swayze. Yeah, I'm gonna check that out.
But there's that bad rapper named Swayze.
Yeah,
too.
but I don't think I was paying attention to that guy. I mean, I did come upon it as I searched these guys out, and it was pretty bad.
Yeah, because when you told me about it, I was like, ugh.
Whoa, Nate.
Yeah.
I've been listening to that Wiretap Records compilation, the Attention All Black Lives Matter.
I think I checked that out, or maybe I did. I don't know. But it sounds good already because I like Wiretap and I like that cause. So
it's so good. Like,
is there new stuff on there, or is it just a compilation of Wiretap stuff?
No, there's like a lot of covers. A lot of bands did covers. So like it opens with Harker doing a cover of Hot Water Music's No Division. Odd Robots on it, Answering Machine, Lucky Egypts, Mercy Music. There's like a Bob Marley cover on there. Like there's a bunch of covers. It's great. Like really good. And I like that the songs are all really directed towards the initiative. Like, you know, sometimes a lot of like those kind of benefit comps don't always like target the initiative. Like the songs aren't necessarily about what the cause is. This is very much that way. Like in the sense that like it is directed towards the initiative. I really like that. So I think, I don't know, maybe there were some bands that recorded some new stuff or thought, hey, this would be a good opportunity to do this as a cover.
That's cool. That's cool.
Yeah. The Super Masked Intruder 3 Turbo.
Oh yeah. I haven't checked it out yet, but I think I'm the only person that really liked that last Masked Intruder. So the 3 songs will probably be up my alley.
I liked it.
Oh, okay. I thought you didn't for some reason.
I did. It wasn't my favorite, but I liked it. One of the songs, again, a cover, Bad Reputation, which is just one of the greatest songs ever written. I always think of Freaks and Geeks whenever that song comes on.
Rightfully so.
But yeah, they're exactly what you'd expect as lost songs from the album. And like, I'm starting to see a little bit more of this. I don't know if you've seen this too, where bands are kind of like re-releasing records as like with extras on them. And I don't know if that's like a thing with COVID or if that's like, you know, just like kind of ebbs and flows of times where bands are doing that. I was wondering
that too. I thought maybe it was just like a way to like get on the collector's thing.
Oh,
Because
yeah.
collecting is probably like one of the only ways you can make music or make money selling records now. So
Well,
maybe
so this Masked Intruder one, like there is no vinyl for it. Like they're just digital.
oh, then maybe, or maybe you're just like, well, we don't have to do these songs. We can.
Now's a good time.
It's so easy to release it online. Then I don't know.
I also listened to the new Strike Anywhere, Nightmares of the West. Do you know it's their first album since 2009?
That's crazy.
And then just out of nowhere, like I thought that band just kind of went away and then popped up every once in a while, like doing a show here, a show there. But I didn't expect a new album. I think the album before that in 2009 too was like a big surprise. Like, well, where did this come from?
Yeah, like I kind of felt like they were just gone, to be honest. And then yeah, they do a fest or something like that where like Strike Anywhere is playing. Oh, good.
Yeah. But like, I mean, it's exactly what you'd expect. Like they picked up right where they left off, full of just like awesome anthemic breakdowns. I really like Strike Anywhere. If you like it, you'll like this album. And you know what else is crazy is it's basically the same lineup too. Like they've only lost, I think, one player throughout the whole thing.
That is very impressive for a band for a band that's been around for a long time and takes big pauses.
Yeah. An 11-year hiatus.
Yeah.
The last one, Mike, this is the last one. I had a lot too. It's not just you, it's me. Del Paxton. Have you ever heard of them?
Del Paxton. The name's familiar, but I can't put my finger on it.
So they're a top shelf records band. This came out in 2017, all day, every day, all night. Kind of continues to feed that emo kick that I'm on right now.
Mm-hmm.
But I really like it. They're from Buffalo, New York. The band. So like when I saw the name, I was like, it sounded just like a singer-songwriter sort of thing. And that wouldn't be something I would necessarily be gravitate towards, especially if I didn't know like if they were from another band or something like that. But the band's actually named after the fictional keyboardist from the movie Doing That Thing You Do.
You do that thing you do.
Have you seen that movie?
That thing. I think
Tom Hanks.
I think like years ago. But
I've never seen it. And like it's been one of those things that I'm like, well, I'm watching a lot now. Maybe I should watch that. And I get close, but I never hit the button.
Have you watched anything before we get into our topic? Have you watched anything interesting in the last since we last recorded?
I watched Unsolved Mysteries, like the new. I wouldn't call it a reboot because I don't think it's a reboot at all. I mean, how do you do a reboot without a Robert Pack type character?
I'm 2 episodes in. I like it. It feels like it's a Discovery or an ID show. Yeah. I wanted it to be a little bit more creepy, but I think when I was a kid, it was just creepy. Everything about it was a little bit more creepy. Now we're inundated with this kind of stuff, so it's not as creepy. But I was liking it.
We're watching the Golden State Killer show as well.
I'm liking that a lot. Did you read the book?
I didn't read the book. I didn't even realize that was Patton Oswalt's wife.
Oh, it's one of the only books I've read where I was legitimately creeped out.
Right. The show's getting that way too.
Yeah. Did you get to the episode with the recording of the voice?
I did. Yeah. And then I didn't sleep for a couple nights.
I was like, whoa. Cause like she touches on stuff like that in the book and like, it's creepy enough reading it, but hearing that voice, I was like, holy crap.
Yeah.
But it's heavy to watch on TV, even more so than to read, but it's awesome.
I like that it's released like weekly as opposed to like sitting there for like 4 or 5 hours with that amount of heavy subject matter.
If you guys want to read the book, I recommend reading it. And Nath, if you want to borrow it, I can lend it to you.
Well, that's nice. Mm-hmm. I can't accept anything from you right now, but maybe one day. If you give it to me, I'll put it in a closet for 14 days.
Yeah.
And
then quarantine that shit.
Yeah, you got to. You know what?
I'll put a mask on it and I'll drop it off at your house.
Okay, that sounds good. You know what's crazy to me is like when you go to the store, like a clothing store, okay?
Uh-huh.
And they don't let you try on the clothes, which is like, oh, okay, like I get that, but like I can touch them, I can handle them. So why can't I try it on? And then how do you expect anyone to buy anything? So the expectation is people are just going to take it home and then not be able to return it? Because I'm pretty sure no one's accepting returns.
No, they do returns. So And I only know I haven't been to a store because I'm a weirdo and I just can't bring myself to do this.
You're not a weirdo, Mike. Everyone's dealing with this differently.
My mom
You're
works
allowed to deal with it.
My mom works in retail, and so they don't let the trying on because you can't control the change room, and then someone would have to clean it. And plus, like, you'd have to make sure that people aren't in two change rooms too close to each other. And they do return the clothes, but the clothes that we return go into quarantine for a couple days. So like they go into a pile and they go into a room, and then after that they're okay to leave. So that's the inside scoop on that, Nate.
I gotta try it on.
I buy stuff all the time online and then just return it if I don't like it, like from Sport Check and things like that.
That's different. You're not going to a store and then not trying it on.
Oh, I hate trying on stuff at stores. I always just bought stuff and brought it back.
All right. Well, I'm the weird one then. It's me.
I don't think I've ever been considered normal. So anyway, let's get to the topic.
Let's do it.
Let's do it.
A lot of talk.
There's a lot of talk. You're going to have to edit that all.
Well, we'll see. Yeah. We'll see.
You just cut out you just make yourself sound good, cut me out. It's all good.
Don't tell them the secrets, Mike.
Yes.
All right. Number one, this song comes to you, the collective you, not just you, Mike.
Oh, before we start, do we have a plan on how this is going to work? Are you going to read their lyric or your mistake, or are you just going to say I made a mistake?
I say you do what you want. You know, like you set it up how you want.
Okay. I just want to get the parameters ready before we start.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I mean, but I want your creative juices to flow, man. I don't want to get in your way. I don't want to stand there and say, Mike, these are the rules of engagement. Like it's just having a good time.
Took 59 episodes, but
59. The first song is not a song that I actually didn't hear the lyrics right, but it's a song that I had no idea what the lyrics were actually about.
Oh.
See how
we could have gone that way. This would have been way easy. You
can do it any way you want. It's misheard lyrics. It's wide open.
You
Mike.
fucked me on this, Nate. You fucked me.
No, I think outside the box, Mike.
Yeah.
You own the box.
Yeah. Whatever.
Yeah.
Hate this
so, anyways, I'm gonna bring you all varieties of misheard lyrics, Mike. That's not how it's gonna go the whole time.
All right.
The song is "Come Out and Play" by The Offspring.
Okay.
So good song. Like it's a poppy song. It's a catchy song. It's got, all the hooks you could want. It's got, that little drum lick at the beginning. That great little riff that the guitars do. And it had huge radio play. I think it was the first single out, right, for Smash. And I had no idea until like months ago. So since 1994 till months ago, that it was a song about gang violence.
I didn't know that.
Right? See, I blew your mind. Aren't you glad I brought this one?
Yeah.
So like Dexter Holland said, most of the songs on Smash were just about like whatever was happening in front of him at the time. And so Come Out and Play, it was about gang and school violence. And like back then, he said he was commuting as a grad student to school every day in a shitty car driving through East LA. And, it was just like he was writing about what he was seeing. And so like you think this poppy radio friendly song, that comes out and it's all about gang violence. And like punk rock doesn't really talk about, I wouldn't say talk about gang violence. I mean, there's definitely like threads of unity and anti-violence, but like, I don't know a lot of punk rock songs, and maybe there are more than I know, but like that talk specifically about gang violence.
Yeah. Maybe in the hardcore world, maybe there might be more. We're not living in a gangster's paradise. Apparently Dexter was.
Do you want me to sing?
Yeah.
Do you want me to sing?
Yeah.
Span. Yeah. So anyways, kind of blew my mind. Now you have to go back and listen to the lyrics.
Yeah.
And, it's odd. Like to say like, take him out, like, and you're talking about people killing each other, but just the way it's like said, it doesn't like convey like the seriousness, I guess, for me.
Yeah. Would have never got that.
Yeah. So there you go. As a side note, in the song Bad Habit, I always thought Ride was pride, You know, when he says, I'm going to break this fucker's pride. It's actually ride, which makes more sense.
Yeah.
Not a big deviation there, but just a little side note for you, because I could tell how disappointed you were that I didn't do, a literal lyric.
Well, now I'm just going to feel like more of a moron when I say my stuff, because I already felt kind of ridiculous. But
I love it, Mike. I love it.
But might as well get to mine then.
Let's do it. It's your turn.
All right.
There's no one else here.
First one's going to come from Saves the Day.
Excellent.
Albums Through Being Cool.
Excellent.
The song is Rock Tonic Juice Magic.
Okay.
The real lyric, there's two lyrics that I messed up in the song when I played it back, and I was like, oh, okay, well. The original lyric is, let me take this awkward saw and run it against your thighs. My version, which makes no sense upon typing it, was, let me take this awkward song and run it against your body. You can't run a song against a body. But those emo kids were writing deep lyrics, and I just assumed that was something that I didn't understand.
Yeah, no, that's fair. That's fair. I don't think it's that strange.
The second one in that song was, their version is, heart is on the floor, why don't you step on it?
Right.
My version was, heart is on the floor, why don't you stop running?
Ah.
That one makes a little bit more sense, but yeah, I don't know.
It's funny because I know that lyric, and step on it is very clear to me.
So something that I discovered when I was doing this is once I knew the real lyric, it was impossible.
You heard it right away?
Yeah, it's impossible to not hear the real lyric. Right. So right. I wonder now if I'm driving and singing along to the song, if I will actually say don't step on it instead of don't stop running.
Come out and play The Offspring and
Rock Tonic Juice Magic Saves the Day.
You gotta keep them separated. Separated. Hey! The man, you're disrespecting me. Take him out. You gotta keep them separated. Hey! Don't pay no mind. We're under 18 and won't be doing any time. Hey! Come out and play. Separated. Hey! Man, you're talking back to me. Take him out. You gotta keep them separated. Hey! Don't pay no mind. You're under 18, you won't be doing any time. Hey! Come out and play. Separated. Hey! Man, you're disrespecting me. separated. Hey, pay no mind. If you're under 18, you won't be doing anytime. Hey, come on and play. Let me take this awkward saw, run it against your thighs, cut some flesh away. I'll carry this piece of you with me. So I can say to right is I hate you. It would be alright. We could see each other sometime. Oh, if I could somehow make you mine. And if not, I'll take my spoons, dig out your blue eyes, swallow them down to my colon. Gonna burn like hell tonight, 'cause you're beautiful, just not on the inside. Yeah, light comes from within, your beaming eyes don't seem so bright. Heart is on the floor, why don't you step on it? When I think of all the things you've done. Heart is on the floor, why don't you step on it? When I think of all the things you've done. Boardwalks and breaking waves made us Saturdays. Buy you lemonade right now. You were here, then I'd throw it in your face, and I'd listen to you cry. Remember how I miss our nights underneath the ocean sky. Heart is on the floor, why don't you step on it? When I think of all the things you've done. Heart is on the floor, why don't you step on it? When I think of all the things you've done. You and I are like when fire and the ocean collide. You and I are like when fire and the ocean collide. You and I are like when fire and the ocean collide. You and I are like when fire and the ocean collide.
Were you the kind of guy that would like go and check like lyrics ever? Like, would you sit there with like the lyric book from like a CD and like listen along?
No.
Or like if you were like, oh, I wonder what those words are, would you ever go look at them? Or was it just like what you heard is what you got?
Yeah, unless someone pointed something out, or like I would probably like go check out propaganda lyrics and stuff like that because I was kind of curious as to what they meant.
Right.
But for the most part, no, I was lazy in those. I was more of a look at who they thanked and who they toured with kind of person to see other bands that I might like, rather more so than lyrics, which is kind of a shitty thing, but whatever. It is what it is.
You're allowed to do what you want to do. You bought it, Mike. It's your choice. It's a free world, free country.
I just got to keep on rocking in it.
Yeah. Doot toodaloot doot.
I wasn't thinking that. I was thinking of keep on rocking in the free world, but that works even better.
Yeah.
Get some CanCon. Oh, I guess it's both CanCon.
it's CanCon across the board.
Double
Mike.
CanCon. All right.
Yeah.
Let's hear your next song.
All right. Well, this one, again, I don't really have an exact lyric for. but it's not about the song necessarily. This is one of those songs that every time I hear it, and so like I've known this song since it came out on Punkorama Volume 2. What's that, like 25
94?
years ago? Something like that.
Yeah.
And I've never bothered to really check them out. I've actually sang along to this song watching this band play it and just like hoping no one's really looking at me because I have no idea what most of the lyrics are for this song. Are you that kind of guy? Do you sing back at a show?
Sometimes. Yeah. If I'm really into it, I will. And then that's often when I'll know I'm like, whoa, I'm not singing this right. When you hear other people singing beside you and you're like, I did not know the lyrics to this.
This song is Coffee Mug by the Descendants. And I know you're going to say, oh, you play the Descendants all the time, but it's been a long time. It's just a feeling that you have. You have this feeling that I play them all the time, but it's not true. It's not reality, Mike.
It's not.
All right.
Okay.
So do you know the song?
I do.
Do you know any of those lyrics?
I like coffee.
It's well, it starts out like that.
Yeah.
It starts out with mug, mug, mug. But even like, it's so fast. It's so fast, which I mean, obviously matches the theme of the song. But like, so the chorus, I feel like I would just kind of like, like that would be me singing along to it.
You sound like Ernie.
Hey, Bert. The lyrics are actually, I don't need no booze or drugs. I just chug-a-lug my coffee mug. I don't need your kiss and hug. I just chug-a-lug my coffee mug. I think the only words in there that I knew for sure were the ones that you already said, coffee mug.
Yeah.
So again, like my version was just absolute gibberish, which in fairness to me and the spirit of this episode, I think is way worse than coming up with something like we built this city on sausage rolls.
I think Weird Al just went to that thing is like, I'm going to toss some stuff out there and see if anybody's into this.
I already told you who did it. It's the Canadian Tire Dads. It's Tim and Jerry.
That's what Weird Al wants you to think. He's just
Bob
crowdsourcing.
And Al.
Al.
Do you have another one you're going to share with us?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is a band called Sunday's Best. I don't know if you ever listened to Sunday's Best.
I don't know if I had. I like that name.
They're from like the mid 90s, 2000s. I think they're still around actually, but they have kind of like a Sam I Am feel to them.
Okay.
The album is Poised to Break, which came out in 2000, and the song is called Winter Owned. Now, this is one I actually caught myself singing in the car after I started this topic, and I was like, oh, great, I have one. The lyric is, like angels in the snow, we're always cold, all alone, winter owned. And my version was, angels in the sky, you got it, skies always come along and win again. So, which is way off.
Like, that's not even the same language, Matt.
No.
Say yours again. What was it? I'm sorry. I mean, that's the spirit of this. We're having fun, Mike.
Yeah,
this is not making fun of you. This is a safe place.
I'm all for making fun of me. If you want to make fun of me, I enjoy it. That's my kink. That's my kink, actually, Nate.
I won't kink shame you.
I get off on you making fun of me.
I won't do it.
Okay, angels in the sky, you got it. Always come along and win again.
And the other one?
Like angels in the snow, we're always cold, all alone, and winter owned.
That's pretty good. I like that, Mike. I appreciate your bravery tonight.
It'll be better when you actually hear the song, since you don't know the song.
Yeah, I don't know it.
Yeah.
I don't know it. I can't wait to hear it.
You'll hear it.
All right,
maybe
let's
you'll
do
get
it.
the lyrics wrong yourself.
Maybe. Who knows?
Maybe you'll be winter owned.
We're about to find out. Coffee Mug, The Descendants,
Sunday's Best, winter owned.
Mug.
Coffee mug, cause little way to haze. Liquid proof that I can win this race. Coffee mug, the grip that keeps us all. The interlink, keep me busting all. I don't need no food to drug, I just took my coffee mug. I don't need no kiss, no, I just took my coffee mug. They done banned my liquid drug of choice. Left too many hooks, and they got too much voice. So for the moment, we're all pretty good to go. When I ain't cooked, when I ain't moved to go. I don't need no food to drug, I just took my coffee mug. I don't need no kiss, no, I just took my coffee mug. Every day, me, to my coffee mug.
I'll never be your Bert to your Ernie. My Bert to your Ernie. How does that go?
Is that a song, or is that just the
That's
lyric
just
you're
me.
making
That's
up?
just me. Like, I'll never be Ernie to your Bert. That's how it would go. Bert to
Sing
your
it.
Ernie.
Sing
I'll
it.
never. No, I'm not singing anything. I'll never be
Who sings this
Ernie.
song?
Dinosaur Jams.
What's that?
Dinosaur Jams, man. They're the new thing. You'll see, man.
You are the Bert to my Ernie. Always and forever.
Let's hear what your next song is.
All right.
I'm sick of these Sesame Street shenanigans.
Hey, it's talking about Sesame Street, just real quick.
Yeah.
Do you know the character Dawn Music?
Yeah.
Okay. So this actually applies because nobody knows that character.
I think we've
Like
discussed
nobody.
this. I think you and me have discussed this before. He's like Guy Smiley.
Yeah, well, kind of. I mean,
Yeah. He's like he's a background guy that shows up every once in a while.
yeah, and he's like super self-deprecating, always banging his head into the piano,
Yeah.
and he's got the long hair and the glasses. So I recently watched this because you can access all these things on the internets, the YouTubes, Mike. And
So
there
many
was this
tubes.
one, where he was trying to recall Yankee Doodle, and Kermit's there trying to sing it with him.
I totally remember this, which is like crazy because I would have watched Sesame Street when I was like a little kid, so like a good long time ago.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like a long time ago.
Like
and
30
the
something
lyrics,
years, 38 years ago.
the lyrics that he lands on, because the lyrics for Yankee Doodle makes no sense to him. So the lyrics he lands on are Yankee Doodle stayed at home cooking for his pony. cooked fat spaghetti in a pot and called it macaroni.
Well, Doc Music and me are on the same wavelength, eh?
It's Dawn, first of all.
Yeah.
You guys are on the same wavelength.
I just made up a name for him. It's the same thing. I didn't hear his name.
That's your nickname for him.
Yeah.
That's how close you guys are. You have a nickname for him already.
Yeah.
I like that. He's kind
Sometimes
of a
I call him
hero
DJ.
of mine. DJ, not DM.
No, DJ.
And why J?
Because he likes to jam.
I mean, that checks out.
Yeah.
That checks out. Checks all the boxes. It's
All right.
great. I'm going to give you the lyric, and you can tell me if you know this song. I'm not going to sing it because you get it right away.
Okay.
And I'll give you my lyric. Okay?
All right.
Oh, the hooligans and rude boys know one thing for sure. Ska's still sticking on their face.
And that's Rancid Hooligans.
Yeah, that's Rancid Hooligans, but that's not actually the lyrics. No, there is no ska sticking on anyone's face.
Oh, Hooligans and Rude Boys for sure. God's been something in grace or something, maybe something like that.
It is not. No.
Okay. I don't know.
The lyric is, well, all the hooligans and rude boys know one thing for sure. Scar's been stricken on their face.
Yeah, I told you, man. Tim's an enigma.
No,
for
Lars
this.
sings that.
Doesn't
part.
matter. They just both mumble.
No, you can't hide behind Lars mumbling. Lars does not mumble.
Well, he doesn't have he's a different kind of mumble. Whatever.
I appreciate you sticking up for me. I'll take it.
I had this song in my head because I was like, I sing this song a lot, and I was like, I bet you I mess up this song all the time.
And it's in the chorus. If you screw up the chorus, you're really screwing up the whole song. But ska's still sticking on their face makes zero sense. No one would ever write that. And that's what I've been singing since Life Won't Wait came out.
Huh.
I'll probably still sing it that way because I'm not like the way that you're like, I can't unhear it.
Yeah.
I can't hear it differently.
Well, you're the new face of rock and roll. This is off our new one.
It's off our new Toe to Toe.
Yeah. Which I wasn't
Hard times
100%.
come and the hard times go.
I wasn't sure if it was toe to toe. That's why I was thinking in my head.
It's probably not, but this is the time to say that. This is the time to speak up, Mike.
Yeah. Whatever.
This is it.
It's a great song. I love it.
Arguably one of my favorite Rancid songs. Love that song. Love it.
I think we've discussed my feelings about that album.
Yeah, we have. We don't need to discuss it again.
No, we don't.
Great album. It just celebrated its an anniversary of sorts. 20 or 25?
Something like that.
Something like that. To you, Michael,
All right. Here's an oldie but a goodie.
Haha. Yeah.
I'll say the lyric and see if you know it. Then we'll play your game. Okay. It's like
Want to play a game, Mike?
Yeah, I do. It's like certain bands remind you of someone you hated.
No, I got no idea. I mean, It sounds familiar.
It's Lagwagon.
Is that the real?
That's the real leg.
Know It All?
Yeah, Know It All by Lagwagon.
And you thought it was?
It's like Superman reminds you of someone you hate.
Yes, he does every time.
And I was like, what has he got against Superman?
He's the anti-Jerry Seinfeld. That's what it is.
I was just like, I thought maybe he was like commenting on how Superman's like a popular superhero and that was it. And I was like, whatever. Maybe it just worked for flow. I guess that's how I would write lyrics. Just be like, I don't want to come up with something. This works with how I'm going to sing it.
Well, a lot of times they just go do. Certain bands.
Some bands have made a career out of doing that and then writing the best guitar lyric of all time.
It's true. Yeah. It's true. I think there's like a fair amount of Lagwagon songs, like from those early ones, especially like Hoss and Trash, that I probably screw up on the regular.
Mm-hmm.
That's a great song, though. Know It All's a great song. See, this is another good topic to go back into the archives.
The archives.
Yeah.
All right.
That's right. Hooligans, Scars in the Face, Rancid, and
Lagwagon, Know It All.
Yeah! Here's a new face of rock and roll. Let's all find it toe to toe. Hard times go. Yeah, the hard times go. When I say, come on. Well, the hooligans and foot boys know one thing for sure. Scars been stricken on their face. Well, the hooligans and foot boys know one thing for sure. Scars been stricken on their face. One man's position brings another's opposition completely. I'm bound. Down on the flats where the seaside meets my lonely old town. Well, all the rudies and scares where they're out on the street making their way on the grill. Between the violence and sex they smash and they wreck for something to live. Well, all the hooligans and poopers know one thing for sure. Scars been stricken on their face. All the hooligans and poopers know one thing for sure. Scars been stricken on their face. Sometimes you know there's no place to go but to a love life of crime. Yeah, but it's so wrong to steal someone's very last meal to profit up a dime. Young compose and praise while they end up in jail, stone slinging cowboys. Well, you took a bite out of the apple, a decision that got you there, boy. Whoa, hooligans and footboys know one thing for sure. Scars been stricken on their face. Whoa, hooligans and footboys know one thing for sure. Scars been stricken on their face.
Hooligans and rude boys. I don't want no racial hatred.
What's up?
Did you ever write what's wrong? See, I suck at lyrics, man. I never
Write
know
what
them.
you wrote wrong.
Oh, well, there you go. See, you got a better memory than me. You're a know-it-all.
Do you think so?
No.
Okay.
I'm more of a know-it-all than you.
I think so.
Yeah.
I think that's true.
I'm basically this guy that Legwagon's writing about.
You're the guy. You're the guy. That's why you picked the song. That could be your theme song. That'd be your wrestling theme music.
Wrestling.
Right?
Well,
You could be the music store guy. That could be your wrestling. You're a heel, obviously.
So I have this big thing about my mom is like paranoid about like what happens when you die. Like she's so concerned about like the funeral part of it. And I could give a shit about it. Like I honestly am like, I don't care. Don't spend any money on a funeral. That's ridiculous to spend that money on a coffin or whatever. Give me a pine box. Give me whatever. I'm like, but I was like, I would like to be carried out to Shawn Michaels' theme song.
Really?
No, not really. But I just kept telling my mom that, and she didn't know what I was talking about. So one day I just like queued it up when I walked in. I'm like, this is what I want to go out to. And I don't know if you know what it is. It's like something like I'm Too Sexy or something.
Amazing. I think that'd be awesome.
Not that Fred, right said Fred song. Something, I don't know.
Something like that.
Yeah. Or Sexy Boy. I don't know. Whatever. I'll figure it out. But I was laughing forever. And then for a bit, she thought I was serious. She's like, I'm not going to play that at your funeral. I'm like, you're going to be dead before me. So it doesn't matter.
Right.
Yeah.
What do you care?
But if I die before you, Nate, I would like you to make sure that I get Shawn Michaels' theme played.
Oh, dude, it's happening. That's amazing. So you want it as you're lowered into the ground, or you want it as you're coming into the funeral, or you want it leaving the funeral?
Ooh, coming into the funeral. That's the way to go.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I love that, man. I think that'd be amazing.
And if you could wear Ultimate Warrior makeup and shake a little bit. Once as a kid, I asked for the Ultimate Warrior as a face painting thing. And it did not look like the Ultimate Warrior. It would just look like somebody scribbled on my face.
Did they even see, like nowadays when you take a kid to get their face painted, they can like pull up their phone and like look right away and be like have reference right there. Anything you want, they got reference for.
Yeah.
Back in those days, it was like, I don't know what that
I'm
looks
sure that
like.
lady was just like, what are you talking about?
Right.
Lots of colors on your face? Okay.
Warrior?
I'll try to find a picture. I'll try to find a picture of it for you, Nate. You can see how bad my Ultimate Warrior face is.
I would love that.
All right, let's get your next song.
So my next song, again, not like real big lyric changes, more just like, how does anyone know the lyrics to these songs? You got me inside my head now because I feel like, you use very specific lyrics and I'm more saying,
you're flustered, aren't you?
A little
I gotcha.
bit.
Yeah.
You're inside my head, Mike.
Oh, yeah.
The song is Yelling in My Ear by Op Ivy.
Oh.
So not that this is not a song that Tim sings either, so you can't hide behind that.
Again. I don't know if this makes a difference either. It's another person that mumbles quite a bit, and you would be like, I am guessing at the lyrics.
Jesse Michaels, and he does those kind of ska, lyrical. I don't know if that makes sense to you or not. Probably does, because we're on the same page. We're always on the same page. But it's like, it's not the best recording, and it's mixed with that special way that Jesse Michaels sings or yells, and it makes it tough to understand.
And that's what the beauty of it is.
Yeah. Yeah. So the lyric is yelling in my ear. And I mean, again, the chorus, right? So you screw up the chorus, you've screwed up the whole song. Cause I think this chorus plays about 19 times in this song. Yelling in my ear, you tried to control me. Yelling in my ear, you look, but you don't see. And I always sang it, yelling in my ear, you're one that controls me.
Well, that's not that bad, Nate.
Not that bad. But it more started out as like, yelling in my ear, and then it morphed
That's how I hear
it. And then it morphed into, you're the one that controls me. But like, you look at these lyrics, so like the verses especially too, like there's way too many syllables for, like, it's impossible to fit them all in. I'm sure there's more than this song. I know there's more than this song that I kind of substitute a chit doot to teet pop beep instead of, the actual lyrics. But that's the one that really stood out. And again, chorus, you screw it up, you might as well just sit down.
Well, Nate, you're gonna like my well, you might not like the song that I picked, but I cheated a little bit too because I went with somebody where I'm like, I just don't even understand what they're saying.
Okay. That's not cheating, Mike.
Yeah. Well,
it's
I thought
stepping
it was
outside of your safe zone.
My notes say this one is kind of cheating because I don't know what the fuck Devin ever said in a song or sang if this is considered singing and not screaming.
Right. Well, that opens a whole new world, right? Because like you got to sit down with the lyric sheet if you're going to understand screaming.
Yeah. So it's kind of a cheater, but I could have picked basically any Jewel song because I literally never knew what Devin was saying. When they were recording this album, I was in the studio with them, and like I don't know if you remember, like you wouldn't have been there. So, but it was just Devin doing vocals by himself, and the vocals were isolated. And I swear it was the funniest thing I've ever seen in my life. Like he sounded like I don't even know how to describe it, but it without the music, the screaming sounds ridiculous. He sounded like a kid having a temper tantrum. Anyway, the song I picked is off It's Always a Pleasure If Always Means Never.
Okay.
The song is ESB. I also picked it because it does have one of my favorite lines ever in a song that I understand, and it's only because Devin speaks it instead of sings or screams. And it's 3-time world champion, baby, and I've got the sweater to prove it. And I love it because it was a story that Devin told me about being in Chinook parking lot, and someone cut him off, or there was a parking stall fiasco, and the guy got out, pointed to his sweater, and he goes, I'm the 3-time world champion, baby, and I got the sweater to prove it. Like he was going to fight Devin with that.
Really?
And somehow, yeah, that's like a real story.
That's amazing.
So Devin worked it into the song, which I always thought was brilliant. I have no idea what the song's about. I don't think it's about the parking lot fight, but I got the 3-time world champion. I've got the sweater to prove it is fucking brilliant. And the rest of it, you might not understand, but it's a great song. So I cheated and used it.
It's not cheating, Mike.
No.
It's not cheating.
All
For
right.
both there, it's not cheating.
All right.
All right. Yelling in My Ear by Op Ivy.
ESB by Jewel.
Like spitting at the rain. Got to know that weapon, so you should have ran away. Kicked myself 1,000 times, but now it's too late. Yelling in my ear, you try to control me. Yelling in my ear, you look at your own thing. Yelling in my ear, yelling in my ear, yelling in my ear. Yeah, got a big thought. You're ever gonna get a clue? You're not obnoxious when you're gonna still hear you. Always spewing shit with your irritating voice. I don't wanna listen, but I got no choice. Yelling in my ear, you try to control me. Yelling in my ear, you look but you don't say. Yelling in my ear, yelling in my ear, yelling in my ear. Quit acting like you're nuts. You know, just shut the hell up. enough time. Can I fake it? Not gonna die.
Well, I'm no world champion, but I hope
No
you guys
way.
like those songs. I don't have a sweater. So
No, how can
even
you
if
prove it?
I could never prove it.
Never.
No.
Never.
Thanks to everyone for listening to us babble about this one. Thank you for supporting the podcast. We've got a lot of messages in the last few, so thanks to everyone sending us stuff. We had a couple more people join the WhatsApp chat, I think.
A couple.
Maybe one.
All right. Don't make it bigger
Was
than
it a couple
is.
or one?
I think it was one. I mean,
It was one.
I don't control that part of this. For all I know, you could be talking about the no Nates allowed WhatsApp.
Oh yeah,
chat
sorry.
room.
That's the chat one that got a lot of people.
We got a lot of new ones. Yeah.
A lot of
yeah.
people in there not talking
I'm
about you.
convinced there is one of those.
I hope everyone's staying safe, surviving out there. Check us out on Instagram, Facebook, and our website. If you want to leave a review or tell a friend about us, that would be cool. If you're spending money, you can spend money on one of our t-shirts. Don't feel obligated. And yeah, I hope we can be a little bit of distraction in these crazy times. Yeah, but let's get to our next song. Did I miss anything, Nate?
No, that sounded really good.
I don't think it sounded very good.
Yeah, I liked it.
I think I messed up the lyrics on that one too.
Well, I feel like I'm feeling like you think I'm a big cheater, and I'm a little bit.
Well,
a little bit.
We're going to discuss it in the Nate chat,
Right? But like
And
I can't get in there, so
Yeah, I know.
I want to discuss about it.
Well, we're just
I wanna
talking behind your
discuss it
back.
now.
No,
See,
you didn't cheat. You didn't cheat. I'm just bugging you because I had difficulty and you made fun of my difficulties.
Okay,
So I just felt the need to get defensive.
that's fair. I mean, that's fair. I
didn't
turned a
think
safe room into an unsafe room, is what happened here.
It's true.
And that's on me. I accept that.
You've turned this into a haunted house.
I think like if I hadn't sang these songs like like filling in gibberish, then I wouldn't have included them. If I just because there's songs too that I go silent and just stop singing and just let them sing that part. But these I legitimately own the dip, 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 bip, yip, bip. So they're not words, but they're how I sing the songs.
Okay.
Feel me?
I feel you. I'm curious to see what this is.
So this last one, I realized this as I picked this last one, all of my choices tonight, there's a common thread. I don't know if you've picked up on it yet.
I have not.
They're all Californian bands, Mike.
Oh.
So maybe I just have a hard time with the Californian accent. Maybe that's the problem.
They do know how to party.
They party
the
hard. They party hard.
Yeah.
It's the city. What the city of what?
Of Compton.
Of angels? Oh, it's the city of Compton. That's true. I know there's a million more songs that I could have made this list for me, but these are just the ones that stuck out. This song is it's a classic, and because it's a classic, it's a song I've sung a million times. Probably don't listen to it much anymore, but when it comes on, you better believe I'm going to grab the mic, and I'm just not the mic conduct, but the microphone, and I'm gonna let it fly. I'm gonna belt it out. The song is "When I Come Around" by Green Day.
Also a mumbler.
Well, that was like that was next level. That was something I'd never heard before.
Yeah,
when that came out. So it's that line where he says, "So don't get lonely now and dry your whining eyes. I'm just roaming for the moment." Do you know what the next lyric is?
No idea, my friend.
So it's sleaze in my backyard. So don't get so uptight. You've been thinking about ditching me. It shocked me that those are the lyrics, because I've never ever once heard that. All I've ever heard is, "I'm just roaming for the moment, keep it up, jump it up, shut."
Yeah,
and
that's how right.
That's how I sing it. So there you go. A sleaze in my backyard. So don't get so uptight. You've been thinking about ditching me.
Excellent.
That's all I have for you this month, Mike.
That's
great.
it.
That's all I have.
I liked it. I'm gonna.
Does it up the ante that I sang it for you?
Yeah. That was
okay.
Beautiful. I await the first time that we can go to karaoke together and have you sing that like that.
It could be years away, Mike.
Could be.
Yeah. Who knows?
I never want to go to karaoke.
Have you been to karaoke before?
Don't ask stupid questions. No, I've never been to karaoke.
The guy who won't clap at a show is definitely not the guy singing at a karaoke night.
No, I've never sang karaoke.
You've never even been in
I think I've been in a place
singing.
I think I've been in a place where there is karaoke, but never like one of those like rooms where your friends are all in. I've been to like a shitty karaoke.
No. I've not been to like one of those rooms where it's just you and your friends. I feel like that's cheating. Like karaoke's all about like, I mean, of course there's going to be the next American Idols, that are going to get up there and go for it. But like for the most part, it's like, it's not great. It's an exercise in humility.
Yeah. It shouldn't be encouraged.
So you've been at a karaoke place where people are singing in a bar?
Yeah. But not like, most of the times I haven't lasted much more than a song or two because I'm like, oh, this is shitty. I'm out. And
then you go, like whether your friends are going with you or not, you just go.
I think you know me well enough that I don't care about my friends. I'm a lone wolf, Nate.
If you could, like, would you ever sing? Like you must want to do it on some level, like just to say you did it.
I think I had aspirations to be a singer in a band.
You did.
I would have always liked to do it, but I don't think I could get past the nerves to do it. I don't have enough faith in my own ability to do that sort of thing.
Well, and as George told us, you got to have faith.
And I have no faith.
Yeah. So, okay, I want to get to the end of this. So, like, it sounds like you're interested in it. So would there ever be a time that, like, maybe you got, lubricated enough?
So here's the thing. Well, I don't drink anymore, so that's probably not going to happen.
Okay.
But when we did the Dirty Bourbons, I was inebriated enough that I was singing up there.
Okay.
But I think I didn't remember the lyrics to the Misfits songs that well. So I wasn't the lead singer. So I just did the backups. And most of the time I was just lighting fireworks off on my guitar in an indoor space.
Right.
Which, if we've learned anything from Great White, is not a good idea.
Right. And that's what life's all about, is learning from the mistakes of Great White.
Kick some people in the face.
Yeah.
It was,
so you did all the things.
Yeah, I've been prepared to be a front man for a long time without the confidence, or the ability.
So do you sing
in my room? I'm basically Paul Stanley.
when you sing in your car, like, do you feel like, yeah, I'm a good singer?
I don't know.
Because I don't think I've ever heard you sing.
I was going to say, so we've been friends for how long?
A long time.
Do you ever hear me sing along in a car with you guys?
No, never.
Exactly.
Like, I think I've seen your lips move, but like...
He's lip syncing.
Yeah. But when you're in your car by yourself...
I sing out loud in my car by myself, but I don't know if I'm necessarily good or if I'm just in the mood.
Okay. But like, you enjoy it.
Yeah. But I don't think I'd enjoy doing it in front of people. I don't think I could amp myself up. I would need to have done it for a long time to be confident enough to do it in front of people. But getting to that point, I just don't know if I'd ever get to that point.
Right.
I think once when we were kids, I jammed with you guys and sang a song just for fun with you.
Oh.
But I don't remember if it was good or bad.
I don't remember that.
Nor do I want to. I think it was the last jam before you moved to Australia for a bit.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Do you know what the song was?
I'm going to guess it was My Name is Jonas with you guys. If I had to guess.
So bummed I don't remember that.
Yeah, well, you're selfish that way.
Yeah. It's crazy that we wrote that song and then Weezer was like, hey, can we buy that song from you? And we're like, yeah, that's cool. Sure.
Yeah. You just gave it to him, right?
Still coming in. No.
I thought you just gave it to him. Do you want to hear my last song?
I do. That's what I've been waiting for.
Okay. So I'm going to stick in the same state as you did. And maybe even, I think the same city. Ooh. The band's AFI.
Ah.
Also a singer that mumbles quite a bit and is tough to understand.
Well, it really depends what era of AFI you're talking about, because I feel like that changed.
He also throws in sets of words that the average person may not know.
Right.
In an attempt to be poetic, I would assume. So I used to hate AFI, and then my friend Shira played this song for me because she loved AFI, and she's like, "Oh, you'll like the song." And at first I was like, "I hate this," but then it grew on me. And now I like them. And the song is called "God Called In Sick Today."
Great song title.
Yes. Their lyric is, "Let's admire the patent." Well, let me read that again. If I'm going to get it right, I'll read it again.
Please do it again.
It's just for clarity.
Posterity.
And clarity. Let's admire the pattern forming murderous filigree. Now, what the fuck does filigree mean? Do you know? Because I don't.
Yeah, filigree is like a design of like kind of flowing lines that would like fill in areas of like it's kind of like design filler.
Okay, well, this makes more sense now. I'm caught in the twisting of the vine. Go ascend with ivy climbing.
Yeah.
So I'm guessing the filigree is the design in the vine, right?
Yeah.
My version. It's another pattern forming. Murderers do agree. I'm caught in the twisting of vines. Ghosts are in the ivy climbing. So it's not that crazy to sound.
No, sounds like an AFI. Pretty close.
That sounds like an AFI lyric.
I think you could write lyrics for AFI.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
No. I'm not.
Bit?
Well, I could just rip off Danzig and like change some things around.
You could.
Yeah. So that's it, right?
So there's that. This is the end.
This is the end, my friend.
Are you feeling better now that we've done it? Now that we're through it, we got to the other side. We got to the finish line.
I am feeling better. I'm curious to see if we're going to get any lists where people will admit they knew the lyrics wrong.
I'd be surprised if we get any on this one. Yeah. This might be an episode 11 repeat.
The no list episode?
Yeah, the no list. This could be number 2.
All right.
59. When I come around, Green Day and
AFI, God Called In Sick Today. Stay cool and be excellent to each other. See you guys around.
When you come around.
Oh, I'll come around.
I heard you crying loud all the way across town. You've been searching for that someone that is beyond on the crowd. As you sit around feeling sorry for yourself. around. No time to search the world around, 'cause you know where I'll be found when I come around. When I come around. When I come around. When I come around. Let your mother pattern for me, murderous filigree. I'm caught in the twisting of the vine. Ghosting with ivy climbing, ignore and leave for me the headstone crumbling behind. Let's amend the classic story, close it so beautifully. I let animosity unwind. Steal away the darkened pages, hidden so shamefully. I still feel the violence of the lie. Look at them all after every one. My soul breaks down. New angelic kind. Like miles away, my follow right. One never said, not your right, but them all way. Look at them all after every crime. My soul breaks down. New angelic kind. Like miles away, my follow right. I've never said, not your right, but them all way.
I'm glad you're recording that. I have that I may wet my bed. Nate? Nate?